Hello, and welcome back. My name is Sir Yuson, because we're in such a fancy place, and I've just noticed the ceiling lights, they look like fish. Very cool. Oh, what's that? What is that the space station? Are we still docked? I guess we are, because that's the planet. So last time I spent way too much time reading, and also apparently I missed a music disc back in the base zone, which frustrates me to no end, but for now I suppose I'll get seated back in the main hall, or the parlor car, because we're about to warp. Not like for characters, but this thing is so shiny, let me touch it.
This is your first time experiencing the warp jump, so a little discomfort is unavoidable. If you're really anxious about it, I can stay here and have a chat with you.
I'm fine, just give me a budget, but since you're offering...
Fragmentums are a phenomenon of corrosion.
Okay.
The mainstream school of thought is that stellarons catalyzed the appearance of fragmentums. All matter in space that comes into contact with the fragmentum will be turned into fragmentum creations. However, you don't have to feel too burdened. At the very least, the current state of the stellaron in your body is very stable and will not cause distortion to the outside.
So all those, like, black spikes in the space station, if anything touches it, they get corrupted. That's a pretty huge hazard, because there's so many of them.
It's impossible to trace the origins of this phenomenon. When it's observed by humans, or should I say, once it begins to affect the physical world, it's already too late to reverse. It's like a sudden storm that appears on a calm ocean. This phenomenon causes the smooth journey through the expanse to be filled with dangers.
So, from what I understand, they're like... Cancer is a very good description for it, because the eons leave trails in their paths, and in those paths sometimes cancer grows, and that's what stellarons are. Or well, stellarons are a part of that.
The mechanism whereby this mutation and corrosion spreads is the stellarons.
I thought stellarons were a part of it.
It promulgated rapidly,
thing.
like cancer cells.
Yeah.
So the International Peace Corporation named it the cancer of all worlds.
Yeah, it's a very fitting name.
About everyone on the Express, who would you like to know about?
Of course, March
Did
7th.
Himiko tell you about March 7th? She was trapped in ice, floating through space. We happened upon her and rescued her.
Have you figured out anything since?
It was a unique type of ice known as six-phased ice, a substance that adheres to imaginary law, meaning that external forces cannot change its form. Whoever sealed her inside the six-phased ice, no matter who it is, did so either to protect her or banish her. I believe she had been floating through space for some time.
So how did you break her out of it?
She's the owner of the Express. We joke around calling Pom Pom the conductor, but everyone knows Himiko is the boss.
Wait, so who's Pom Pom then? Okay.
It all started with her encounter with the Astral Express.
Yeah, she fixed
and
it.
They haven't been apart since then. She's extremely passionate, like a burning sun. However, she remains mysterious most of the time. Once in a while, you feel that she's burning herself out, trying to accomplish her dream.
Interesting. I always felt like Walt was, you know, some high-ranking person here as well, but looks like Himiko's just the boss and everyone else is just kind of tagging along.
Only someone like her
Including wealth.
is worthy of the Astral Express. I think Himiko's vision of her whole life revolves around a very important dream. To be honest, I don't know when Pom Pom appeared. I think it was before I came to the Express. No, wait, maybe it was after.
You're getting
Pom
suspicious.
Pom is like the spirit of the Astral Express. Whenever anyone on the Express needs help, they will appear immediately. It would be ill-advised to underestimate them. Pom Pom is terrifying when they get angry. Yes, it's terrifying.
Everyone keeps saying that. At this point, I just want to see it for myself.
Dan Heng is a lonely child. He may appear distant and cold, but his heart is kind. Perhaps he's the way he is today because he spent so much time on the run. Sometimes he reminds me of myself when I was young. He used to work at the Xianzhou. We don't know what he's running from. He once told me that he didn't know either. All he knew was that something was chasing him and that he had to run.
So he's from a place that we're gonna visit, I think. I think that's what that is.
So he boarded the ship of a troupe called the Morning Actors and escaped the IPC.
Oh, he ran from the
After a
IPC.
while, he made his way to the Express, and he's stayed here longer than anywhere else. Don't worry. No matter who or what wants to hurt Dan Heng, we won't let them. Those who dare attack members of the Astral Express should be prepared to suffer the wrath of me and Himiko.
And me.
They are the army ruled by the Eon of Destruction, Nanook. As
Right.
Nanook's followers, they stand against all life and civilization and execute the will of destruction, disseminating chaos and calamity. Their actions cannot be explained by reason, because their only motivation and purpose is to destroy.
That is reason, somewhat. Nothing new about that. Okay,
There you are.
there I
Wait,
am.
this is your first trip. So that should be double the excitement, right?
About right?
That's the spirit. I was excited the first time I experienced a warp jump too. But I'm used to it now. Don't worry, you'll get used to it too. And before you know it, you'll be a mature and dependable passenger just like me. The first step is to grab a hold of the root cause of your anxiety.
I was about to say, yep, got it.
You really got it, huh? The second step is to focus all your anxiety on that point.
Gripping it tight.
Seems like you're a natural. It's not easy to reach this level of enlightenment. Now for step 3. Yank out that anxiety and cast it away with all your might.
Oh, I'm good at yanking things. Done.
Really? I've never been able to do it successfully myself.
Oh, maybe you're a better instructor than performer.
What does it feel like? Like all your worries have been swept away?
Feel like I'm free, I can do anything. Where is Dan Heng? I see everyone else. Let's
What's
chat to
wrong?
Himiko.
You look like you were about to say something.
Right.
Oh, I think I know what you're going to ask. You've come to the right person.
Do you though?
Trailblaze is our mission, and the source of strength that powers the Express to travel across the galaxy.
The mission being to reach all the galaxies, I think. Oh.
Explore the unknown world to continue our journey ahead. Understand the local culture and immerse ourselves within it.
What a great mission.
Establish a connection with the new world, rejoice with it, and share in its fears. Connect worlds together, carving an endless path.
Oh right, that's the end goal. Connect all the worlds. That's the Trailblaze. Okay.
Ooh, you want to know more about the Express? I'm glad. After all, it's an important companion of ours.
It's alive? Where are we
The
headed?
Express is traveling on a route that the Trailblaze once embarked on. The names of some destinations have been lost, but the first and final stops were both at Pagana, Akivili's home world.
Oh, is the trail or the path like, is that a single path? I thought it was like a bunch of interconnected paths and stuff, but it's just the one. Interesting.
We speculate the Astral Express started its journey from Pagana, stopping at each destination along the way before returning there for its next journey. However, the appearance of the Stellaron has caused a delay at each stop.
Oh.
The fallen Eon, deceased Trailblaze. Their passing is still a mystery, but of all the known Eons, Akivili was the closest to mankind.
Is he the only Eon to die?
In the databank aboard the Express, it is recorded that they walked among the mortals, adventuring, fighting, and celebrating with them. Although they were an Eon restrained by the Prima
What?
Mobile, Akivili enjoyed a freedom similar to us mortals.
Is that like their principle?
They were different from most. But their passing came so suddenly that it was thought they were killed by another Eon. I don't believe that to be the case.
Oh, what do you suspect? She won't say.
The Astral Express was a tool created by Akivili the Trailblaze, who used it to transport themselves and the Nameless across the galaxy. It is rumored that there are other vehicles like it, but the Express has no such records.
That would be such a cool plot line. The Dark Express and evil people are using it, and it's a chase between two expresses. Hell yeah.
When I found the
That'd be sick.
Express, its memory had been severely damaged, with much of its valuable information lost. All I know is that the Express is an aspect of creation built by Akivili themselves and used to travel the cosmos.
Oh, Akivili has no gender? So a proper god.
As for how it was built and how it was damaged, I do not have an answer.
Okay.
There's a legend in the galaxy. The heart of Akivili themselves lies in the core of the Astral Express, providing it with the power to travel between worlds. But I found no evidence of that aboard the Express. Besides, the Express existed before the Trailblaze fell. There's no way they could have had two hearts, right? However, it is likely that the Express possesses some sort of mechanism to transfer power from the Trailblaze.
I was just about to say that maybe it takes power from the track itself. But didn't you fix this thing? How do you not know how it works? How'd you fix it? Did you just turn it off and on
It
again?
wouldn't be possible with a normal Pathstrider.
Pathstrider being probably a different form of transportation between galaxies.
The galaxy is endlessly vast. I wouldn't know where to begin, especially when you ask me like that so suddenly. Eons are the most mysterious beings in the galaxy. All we know is that they ascended from the form of intelligent beings. As for the how and why, even the geniuses over at the Genius Society haven't the slightest clue.
Probably something to do with the universal tree.
Upon ascending to Eonhood, that being gains power over the paths, free to choose the allocation of imaginary energy however they wish, while suffering the restrictions of the Prima Mobile. The Eon of Destruction seeks only to destroy the universe, while the Eon of Erudition wants to find the answer for all that exists. Meanwhile, the Eon of Preservation continues to forge walls, and the Eon of Enigmata devotes itself to obscuring all that is known.
So yeah, the price of being an Eon is you're devoted to your one task.
A cloud of mystery shrouds the Eons. I heard Madame Herta recruited a team to try and solve the mysteries about them.
I mean, yeah, I'm part of it. About the paths.
The birth of an Eon gives rise to a path. The nature of the paths remains a mystery, leaving us to draw an analogy in a way that mortals can understand. It's a philosophical concept of sorts. A person is considered to be on a path when their will overlaps with that path. If the person has a strong enough will, they can draw power from that path.
Oh,
Those who can do so are called Pathstriders.
interesting.
Pathstriders possess extraordinary power, but are still insignificant compared to the eons, like a drop of water in a vast ocean. Sometimes eons will bestow a mortal with their power, making them an emanator of that eon. I should mention that once a path is open, it cannot be closed, even with the fall of its eon. That is how we are still able to travel across the stars, despite Akivili's passing.
Does that mean you cannot change paths? For example, if the main character decides that they don't want to destroy things no more, they cannot change?
I've been to many different worlds, yet I still know very little about the galaxy, simply because it's too vast. As for its nature, there are a few theories that I can share with you.
Go right ahead.
The most popular is probably the Cosmos Tree theory,
Right.
proposed by Xandar, emanator of erudition and the first member of the Genius Society. He compared the galaxy to an enormous imaginary tree, with its leaves being individual universes.
So Xander is the first member of the Genius Society, and I believe he made the Eon that he's an emanator for, which is very cool.
Therefore, only eons who draw their energy from the imaginary and emanators who are blessed by eons can travel through the spaces filled with imaginary energy. That's why planets where civilizations exist are so similar.
Okay. Interesting.
However, the theory has its flaws. Elias Salas, the 56th member of the Genius Society, invented remote detection, disproving that the imaginary is unique. This shook the foundation of the Cosmos Tree theory. There are other theories as well. The stretching theory, the heat torch theory, and the parallel imaging theory. The Riddlers claim the galaxy is just a dream, and IX's followers seem to like that claim.
It is IX. Okay.
Compared to the eons, the factions are much easier to understand. Mortals with the same objective gather together to practice their understanding of eons and paths. Many eons are unreachable, but the factions are close to us. After Akivili trailblazed across the galaxy, people became aware of the existence of other worlds. Gradually, more people started trying to use the power of the eons to travel between worlds. The Interastral Peace Corporation is a good example. They worship Klapoth, the Eon of Preservation, but somehow became the largest economic entity in the galaxy. Another example is the Genius Society. There are no shortages of eccentrics like Madame Herda, who dedicate themselves to scientific research under the protection of the erudition. These factions possess the same power as us to voyage between worlds. It would be hard to travel through the galaxy without them.
So interesting. She's basically summarizing everything that I've read last time. Okay, where is Dan Heng? Is he hiding in the corner? No? Should I go get him? Oh, I can't leave. Dan Heng. Yep, he's still here. Let's go. Oh, I guess he's gonna stay there. Alright.
You took long enough. But at least everyone's here now.
Dan Heng. There you
He
go.
won't be here, so just
What?
leave him be. Oh yeah, take these. A tiny bonus from the conductor to the passenger. Think of it as an investment in your future growth.
I like money, thank you. Alright. Oh. Rank rewards, nice. That's quite a lot of money. Are you gonna do that every time? Yep. So I'm rank 9, yeah. Looking forward to 15. What's that? Oh. Trailblaze power? What even is that? Okay, so there's rank 70s the cap.
Okay, everyone, Hurry up and find a place to sit down. Try not to be like March. Always running around the express like a headless chicken.
That's not very nice.
Pom-Pom's going to start the final preparations for the jump.
Ah, friends list, finally. I've been waiting for it. Strangers. You know what? That reminds me. I have not updated my profile since the start. Main character is still my favorite, but I can definitely put Dan Hank and Aston there. Cool. Thank you, Pom Pom. I already like you more than Paimon because you've paid me. You've paid me to like you, and it worked.
You finally got some leisure time. Don't forget to grab some sleep when you're done wandering about.
Himeko's coffee. Jeez, Himeko makes terrible coffee. Is he recovering? Well, alright. I'll sit tight. Wait, are you telling me I cannot go back? Because if so, I'm gonna go look for that disc that I've missed somewhere. If I were a disc to miss, I would be there, I guess. Alright, let me go take a quick look. I've checked everywhere, every corner. I could not find it. Well, there are like 13 books left in the space station. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be coming back there and there's gonna be new stuff to find, so the disc is probably one of the new things to find later. Okay, yes, this time for sure.
The universe. The Astral Express.
A Leviathan, maybe? What is that?
Eons. Did I get dragged into a science fiction movie or something? This Stellaron thing in my
Are you
body?
trying to touch the stars? I've done stuff like that before. But it wasn't stars for me, though. It was lights. When I first woke up after being rescued from the ice, I could see clusters of stars in front of me. I reached out for them automatically, but they turned out to be the carriage ceiling lights.
Cannot believe you interrupted the main character moment. But
The
alright.
whole crew was watching me. It was pretty embarrassing.
I mean, you don't remember anything. Who knows how long you've been trapped in there? You were basically born anew, so it's not that embarrassing.
Uh-huh. Like I was some kind of weird alien. I don't really blame them for being curious, though. They had no idea where I came from. You might not believe it, but before all this, I was stuck in a huge block of ice drifting through space.
No, I believe it. I've heard about it a lot.
Himeko and Mr. Yang and... who was it again? Anyway, they figured out a way to melt the ice and saved me.
Oh, there was someone else on the train that she forgot about.
I don't remember a thing. Who I am, where I'm from, my name. It's like everything was erased from my mind. March 7th was the day they found me, so it stuck. Ever since then, I've been hanging out on this train and following it to whatever destination it decides to stop at. I'm hoping that one day I can find my past.
I'll help you.
What am I talking about this for? A way to get everyone down, huh?
Don't worry about her, she always looks down.
Cheer up! It's not every day someone gets to ride on the Astral Express. Ah, here comes the conductor.
The Express has reached a safe distance from the space station. We'll be jumping in about 10 minutes. Return to your seats, please. Both of you! Things could get bumpy.
We're seated.
Thanks, Pom Pom. But did you really have to come and remind me? I'm not a newbie, you know.
Well, it wouldn't be necessary, but Miss March 7th likes to challenge herself. And falls over every time.
That's just called never giving up. Conductor, can I get a juice, please?
I'd like a juice too.
Thank you.
We're jumping in 5 minutes. You can have something to drink when it's over.
What's this?
But I'm...
Oh. Why, thank you.
thirsty now.
Alright. Let's do some wishes then. Or warps. Right before we warp. Alright. I finally made it. That looks fancy. Ah, another Sishing. Okay. Let's see, cut with ease. After using a skill against a weakness brought in region is 1 skill point. That's really strong, isn't it? I feel like that could be really good if you set up for it properly.
Oh, don't worry about me. I just want to see if I can stay on my feet this time.
Good luck to you.
Thanks. I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. The key is using your core, waist, and leg muscles. It's not your stance that matters, but your ability to ride the inertia.
Okay.
Well, don't mind me. Find a place to sit down and buckle up.
I don't think I can blame Pom Pom for thinking little of you.
Our
In
next
terms of
stop is
safety.
a small planet called Jarilo-VI.
Oh, okay.
It's been thousands of years since the last time the Express paid a visit. The databank shows it was a lush and beautiful place. But after all this time, it's possible that dramatic changes have occurred.
In fact, they're likely to have been. Or there's likely for changes to have occurred.
Jumps are like this. They may feel novel the first few times, but you'll slowly get used to them after a few more. As
Cool.
for the mechanism, well, if you're interested, I'll explain it to you in detail when we have more time.
Nice.
For now, just sit and wait. Remember to close your eyes. It helps with the dizziness.
Find it makes it works actually.
Maybe Dan Heng locked it.
Why? Bit weird. Maybe he likes to get dizzy. Alright. Let's go.
Hello? Hello, hello? All passengers, please return to your seats. The train is about to make the jump. Hold on, everyone.
Won't fall over. I won't fall over. I won't fall over.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh, looks cool.
1.
Oh, that wasn't that bad at all.
After all those millennia, is this what Jarilo-VI has become?
Looks more frozen maybe? Or desolate.
Huh? So
Snowy.
that Snowy Planet is our destination this time?
I didn't want to commit to Snowy because the water doesn't look frozen.
Yes. Looks like this trailblazing expedition won't be easy.
Oh, spatial readout anomaly. Star rail stability is down to 12%.
Meaning...
Schedule alteration. 7-day stopover time extended indefinitely.
Oh.
Indefinitely. Until the anomaly is removed.
Alright, well, let's get to it.
Take an ordinary train as an example. It's like the tracks up ahead have suddenly snapped, and the way forward leads straight into a collapsing abyss. The only sensible thing to do would be to brake hard, right?
If we try to force our way ahead, there could be a hefty price to pay.
This again? Don't tell me.
It happens
It's
every
gotta
time.
be.
Stellaron.
The results of the preliminary analysis are here.
Yeah.
The anomaly stems from a Stellaron, as always.
I thought those things were supposed to be at least somewhat rare.
Yes, just like the one that's been placed into your body.
Can I absorb that one too?
Don't worry, it's not the first time our route has been obstructed by a Stellaron. Stellarons are clouded in mystery. Even Herta isn't able to fully understand them. But at least we know how to neutralize their influences.
Okay.
The only thing we can say for sure is that their arrival causes massive changes to civilizations and ecosystems. They also generate distortions in space, such as fragmentums. There must be an inextricable connection between the Stellaron we're dealing with here and Jarilo-VI becoming a frozen planet.
Our current theory is that Stellarons are seeds of disaster, planted by a certain eon throughout the universe. We can't continue to trailblaze without removing the source of the disaster.
My current theory is that Stellarons are unintentional, like cancer. They just kind of accidentally happen by the power corrupting itself.
It's empowering, looking out at a world from a window like this. But when you set foot on the planet itself, you realize how small and helpless you really are. Just like them.
Just nuke the Stellaron.
I'd like to entrust this trailblazing expedition to March, Dan Heng, and you. The objective is
Sure.
clear. Find the Stellaron responsible for the disaster and the spatial distortions, and bring it back to the Express. We'll deal with the rest.
You want me to touch it? Okay.
Awesome! We get to work as a team again.
Yeah, the thing that froze a planet is cancer. Just touch it, bring it here, it's fine. Okay. She's gonna stay here, I guess.
Someone has to stay on the
Yeah.
train, or Pom Pom will get lonely. Not to mention, Nanook threw us a glance just now. If we're targeted by the Antimatter Legion, then things could go south fast.
So she wants to stay on guard.
So it's still not our turn.
I know you really want to go, but we should give the youngsters a chance to get out there on their own. It'll be a good opportunity for them to bond.
I do want to go.
March, if
Cannot
you two are
lie.
ready, why not go and find Dan Heng? He's probably already started collating the ecological data and survey results for Jarilo-VI. It's always good to know more about the destination before you start a journey.
Of course. Maybe even mandatory. Oh, there he is. Can I use this thing? It's watering the plant. Ah. Can I leave? I can. Gonna have a quick look. Alright, nothing to see there.
Ever since the destruction sowed Stellarons across the universe, many worlds have changed.
The destruction.
Chinook, the destruction, Yaosha, the abundance, Terminus, the finality. I've seen and learned a lot in my time, but I still struggle to understand some of the Eon's actions.
Mm-hmm.
Each stop brings its own grand and exciting adventure. No, Pom-Pom can't leave the train right now.
Oh,
Pom-Pom's so dejected all of a sudden.
I would be too if I was house arrested. I think I did rank up, yeah. Nice.
Thanks to a brilliant performance, you guys saved the space station from a moment of crisis. Now, the Express is relying on you to get it moving again.
I do need to earn
Remember,
my keep here, so
there are
it's
4
fine.
things we do when we arrive at a new world. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. And I'm sure you'll get along really well with March and Dan Hung.
I'm sure of it too. So Marsh, did you manage to do
A
it?
planet covered in snow and ice. Will I find my answer here?
Doubt it, but we can try.
Oh! Don't sneak up on me like that.
You should probably get used to it, I do that a lot.
Why are you still here? Go find Don Hung. Exciting adventures are waiting for us.
Found him. It's right there.
Are you doing okay after your first jump? Dizziness or retching are normal reactions. You'll feel better once you get used to it.
I think I just need some fresh air.
I enjoy being alone, especially when I have important work to do. I went through the Express's database, and it seems the environment on Jarilo-VI has undergone drastic changes in the past few centuries. It was not a frozen planet to begin with.
Right.
He said so? Considering the spatial obstacles that the Star Rail has encountered, it's highly possible. I've conducted a preliminary survey and found that there's one area with a relatively normal temperature on the surface of the planet. By normal, I mean a temperature that just about allows for human survival.
Well, that's perfect.
If I had to choose a site for initial investigation on this trailblazing expedition, that would be it.
Well, very well, I agree.
As I expected. Before you came, whenever March wanted to go anywhere, Himiko would make Mr. Yang and me go with her. And even after you arrived, I didn't suppose I'd be the one to be liberated of that duty.
Well, if you truly hate to go, I can go with her myself, it's
I
fine.
assume the trailblazing objective this time is to find the Stellaron on Jarilo-VI and dispel the effect it's exerting on the Star Rail. Right?
Yep.
I see. You should find March.
Done.
I'll join you two once I'm ready.
Okay.
I see.
Did you talk to Don Hung? How'd it go?
He's coming.
That's our Don Hung. Always trying to look cool with his poker face.
Damn.
Don't mind him. Relax. Don Hung and I are experienced trailblazers. We got your back. Well,
And I
are
have
you
a
ready?
bat.
When I first saw this planet, I thought, a world covered in ice. Could it have something to do with my past? Now I can't stop thinking about it. Still, the ice that trapped me was six-phased ice, a very rare substance. I don't think you can find it on your average planet.
Could we do a scan?
To be honest, I think I'd be kind of annoyed if I found out this was my home world. It looks freezing. Pretty girls aren't frost resistant.
What? Is there something on my face?
Some makeup, but no.
Nah, I was just imagining all the fun we're gonna have here.
I feel sorry for this world. First the Stellaron, and now you.
It's good. I'm going to make it a second Stellaron. Let's go.
All right, here comes the Jarilo-VI Trailblaze team.
I wonder what the locals will call this planet, if there are any.
Jarilo-VI. We're here.
How do we get down here?
It really is one big snowball.
Well, the Trailblaze path grants us faint power. It allows us to better adapt to harsh environments.
Oh, nice.
Snow as far as the eye can see. Which direction should we take?
Always go straight.
Based on the coordinates, the target
Exactly.
should be up ahead.
Then what are we waiting
Oh,
for?
we know where
Let's
it is.
go.
Okay. I kind of expected it to be a blind search. I'm gonna be honest.
Do you want to mention the time we smashed a hole through Taikian Stadium? Or shall I?
Okay.
Please stop bringing that up. Let's just say that landings and crowds don't mix.
Unless you
Nice
enjoy
smile.
trailblazing through 2 weeks of community service.
Only 2 weeks.
I
I
said
suppose they
drop
paid for it.
Remember, we should stay vigilant. We know very little about this world.
Calm down. Between the three of us, nothing will stand in our way. I mean, come on. You've got a Stellaron in your body. I have my special 6-phased ice powers. And Danhung, he's got that mysterious past thing going for him.
I don't know, March. I wouldn't underestimate the snowy landscape. Subnautica Sub-Zero
So
taught
if
me
people
that.
start creating trouble for us, they're gonna regret it. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's go. Braving the unknown? That's the real spirit of trailblazing.
Oh, there's already a new enemy. Navigation. So I can go back to oh. How do I see the full map? Ah. Okay. Bud of Memories. Is that a leyline blossom? Alright, well, I expect enemies to be
The
weak
place still
to
hasn't been
fire.
corroded. Yet Fragmentum monsters have already made it here.
Oh, look, nice house.
I fear the Stellaron may be exerting a significant influence on this world.
Interestingly, it's also weak to ice.
A guest with no manners, huh?
I think I fought this one already. It's very weak.
Calm your body and mind.
Alright.
The stars will always remember us.
Hello. Oh, what? Oh, I can send images, nice. Yep, that's a leyline blossom. It only costs 10. Interesting. Alright, sure, let's do it. Ah. So this gives me books and money. And XP. I will challenge 6 waves. Let's do it.
Inviting you. A gift from the stars.
Nice.
Seems
Perfect.
you need to experience some hardship.
Okay. I'll just do this, I think. Can I kill this one?
Stand down.
Okay, let's do this.
Take this!
Nice.
Who's the lucky one today?
Seems you need to experience some hardship.
My turn.
Okay. Hit this one.
This is our chance.
And hopefully this is enough. Nope. Let's use the ultimate.
Rules are made to be broken.
Ah, I pressed the wrong one, but it still died.
A guest with no manners, huh? A gift from the stars.
Seems you need to experience some Stand down.
What's this?
This is our chance.
Nice. I'm just really not
I don't
letting them
remember
attack.
inviting you. Who's
Alright,
the
let's
lucky
just
one
keep it up.
today?
Seems you need to experience some hardship.
Energy granted.
You have the worst luck running into me.
Let's make
Might
it
need to
quick.
use another ultimate here.
Take this!
I do.
You know nothing of the weight behind the... Witness the stars shatter before you.
Hopefully this isn't enough.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Nice.
A guest with no manners, huh? A gift from the stars.
Ah,
You can
bad
still
spread.
walk away.
I'm gonna use this then.
Rules are made to be broken. You don't say you're welcome.
Nice.
Leave the rest to me. Stand down.
This is our chance.
I don't remember inviting you. Who's the lucky one today?
Seems you need to experience some hardship.
Good.
What's this? Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this
Probably not
awesome move.
enough. But it did freeze. Oh no, it didn't.
A
Ah,
guest
it's a
with no
damage.
manners. Look out.
Damn. Oh well. And I get a bunch of XP. Nice. Finally spent some resin. And I get a bunch of stuff. Nice. So this recharges how fast? Every 8 minutes probably. Like in Genshin. Where can I see? I don't. Okay. 3 chests here, or 2 chests, 1 trotter. I'll keep that in mind.
These buildings have been buried in the snowfall.
Huh? So these are rooftops? How long would snow have to fall to get this thick?
Not too long, honestly.
A long, long time.
It's pretty thin, isn't it? Can I get inside? Doesn't look like it. Wait, the map tells me there's a way back here, but there really just isn't. Okay. Should I just spend all my resin while I'm here? I'll do that off camera if I don't find anything else to spend it on. Die. Die. Oh, die. I suppose Mark 7 just doesn't have very good eyesight.
Scared yet? A gift from the stars.
Oh, the shit's dead.
Yuka! Did you
Wait.
see that? I think something's moving.
I did not. I was not paying attention.
It's just an ordinary snowdrift. Are you sure you're not seeing things?
Okay, I didn't miss anything.
Of course not. My eyesight's perfect.
Is it?
Come on, let's take a closer look.
Is it though? But anyway, I got excited because I finally got the stuff for your traces, I believe. No, it's not. Damn it. What did I get then? Something very similar. Oh, it was this. Unfortunate. What's this? Leaf of Imaginary. Okay. Okay, so drop from the flame spawn. Not sure where I got this either. Okay. Oh. That actually reminds me. I do have a ton of currency. Yeah. Nice. Could also buy some of these through this. I think I'll still hold it. I might want a 5-star book at some point. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Still not enough. Alright. Moving on. It's a path up. What's that? A candle? Lantern? Oh, there's someone there.
Hey, get out of there or you'll shiver to death.
Stop being cold, silly.
Holding your breath won't help.
I got this, March. If someone's got their head stuck in the sand, or the snow in this case, they just need a helping hand.
Ouch! My fine
What?
fellow, was that really necessary? Is crawling around in the snow a crime these days? I mean, come on, surely. It doesn't warrant a spearing.
Unless you're hiding from us. Why were you hiding? Oh, let me do it too. Do it. No.
But then again, how can I blame you? I mean, I caught you off guard. It had to happen. You could even say I deserved it, huh? Besides, I made a gallant group of new friends as a result.
I think you're getting ahead of yourself.
Is
Who are you?
Captain Japard around? He's an old buddy of mine.
Who?
Wait, you're not Silvermane guards? Well, why didn't you say so? Turns out we're on the same side after all.
Oh, looks like there's some internal conflict going on here. Very fun.
Pleasure to meet you. The name's Sampo Koski.
Sample kiosk? What? Okay, Sampo Koski. Alright.
Excellent, I'll remember the name. Never thought I'd run into friends from the same line of work out here in this frozen wasteland. Business is bad these days, but fear not. Sampo Koski isn't interested in hoarding. There's more than enough treasure to go around, so let's get rich together.
Sure, where's the
Say,
treasure?
why don't we join forces? I have reliable intel the main strength of the Silvermane guards is being deployed to the front line. This is a golden opportunity.
You sound like a thief. And I am too. He's obviously talking about stealing stuff. Silvermane guards, front line.
Come now, friends. I can understand the mistrust, but there's no need for the charade. Then again, I know the rules. Vigilance is the name of the game in our profession. It's my fault for letting my enthusiasm and sincerity get the better of me.
It's still getting the better of you.
Anyway, a meeting like this has to have been written in the stars. Ask me anything you like. I won't skimp on the details. Still make it snappy. You're never more than 10 feet from a Silvermane guard. Me? You guys scared me to death. There I was, looking for relics to sell, when all of a sudden you came stomping over. I thought the Silvermane guards were paying me a visit. Seriously, though, try treading a little lighter next time, huh? If you run into the guards, they won't hide in a snowdrift, and you'll be in a cell before you know it. Settlement? What a literary turn of phrase. Why, there's only one place in this world where the living still reside. Our beloved Belobog. The further away you get, the dicier things become.
Interesting.
The city of preservation, the towering citadel, humanity's last bastion against the eternal freeze. It may sound a bit over the top, but those names are grounded in truth. The only place humans can eke out an existence is behind those impregnable walls.
So, are people like Sampo in this planet a bit primitive? Do they not know there's people in space?
You really don't know? The Silvermane guards are Belobog's soldiers, enforcers, and police. Let's just say they're not the most flexible of people. And they like paying visits to folks in our line of work. Seems like you guys really are new to the business. To be young and naive again. How about this? As a senior in the field, which I'm sure you don't mind me saying, I'll give you some free guidance.
Sure. Tell me the layout of this
There
place.
are ways of doing things in this profession, and you better get familiar with them. Moving in the shadows, finding the goods, pricing your stock, hiding from the guards. There's an art to all of it.
No need. Why don't you just take us to the city? We don't really know the way.
The city? Already? They haven't even started trading yet. Well, showing you the way is easy enough, Missy, but it would cost.